Welcome into another edition of Handicapping, with a K, of course. I'm David Kaplan. That's my partner and co-founder, an outstanding gambler. His name is Ryan McGuffey. Guff, I am in Vegas. I hit a nice little parlay yesterday in the sports book, and now it's time to handicap college and pro football. And I got two picks that I really like that I'm going to hook together. What about you, buddy?
Yeah, I got a college football play, which I normally do, and I have a NFL play. 2 and 3 last week. We threw the extra. You threw the extra Caleb Williams bet in there. Didn't quite come in, so we were 500 in our picks. With our prop play was 0-1. 2 and 3. We're kind of just hovering around 500 right now, Cap.
Yep.
We're ready. I'm ready. We don't have the Bears this week. It's time to take off. I have a couple plays here, well researched. I know you do too. So why don't you start us off with your favorite play so far?
My favorite play on the board all weekend is Clemson. They're at North Carolina. Clemson obviously has been mired in a little difficulty, and Dabo Swinney has had to say, look, you want to get rid of me, because I'll coach somewhere else, and all I do is win. And I can imagine that those practices this week against an inferior opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels, have got to be absolutely off the charts intense. They're laying 14 and a half some places. Here where I'm staying in Las Vegas, 13 and a half. So I would just call it 14. I think Clemson routs North Carolina. My favorite game on the board, the Clemson Tigers.
North Carolina is not a good football team. We saw that on their opening night. There's so much being made about Bill Belichick. I'm with you. Clemson was one of the favorites to go to the college football playoff, maybe even win it. That's been an ugly season so far. This is a get-right game. I'm going to the Sun Belt. I know that's the traditional big play everyone likes to, Cap. I'm going to the Sun Belt. James Madison, my friend, has covered all 4 games they've played. This is just a trend play for me. I'm going with the team that's 4-0 against the spread, against a team that's really, really terrible and awful against the spread. They're 0-4. James Madison's laying 20 on the road at Georgia State. Here are the Georgia State scores this year. At Ole Miss, 63-7. Home against Memphis, 38-16. They beat Murray State, but they didn't cover at home. And then they lost to Vanderbilt, 70-21. They're terrible. James Madison is a scoring machine. Even after Cignetti left for Indiana, James Madison just keeps on twirling. I'm happily laying the 20 here on the road. I think it's comfortable. I think it's an easy cover. Cash your ticket. I'm going James Madison, laying the 20.
I like that play. I will run to the window here and put that into my wagers at the sports book. My other play is on Sunday, an NFL game. Miami's coming off a win that they desperately needed, and now they feel like we've got to get on a run. And they feel like they're going on the road catching a team that is really struggling. They had one big win at home where they blew out Atlanta. I'm talking about the Carolina Panthers. But I don't think they're a very good team, and I don't think they can keep up with Miami's offensive firepower, even though Tyreek Hill is done for the year with an injury. I am going to play the Miami Dolphins. The line's fishy, no pun intended, because it's 1.5. That makes no sense to me. Miami is a solid football team in terms of offensive talent. I don't think they're a great team, but I don't think Carolina keeps up. I think Miami wins the game outright fairly comfortably, somewhere between 5 and 10 points.
I think there are 2 fishy plays this week, 2 fishy lines in the NFL, and you just nailed one of them. I almost went into this with looking at the Miami Dolphins myself. I have something against the Denver Broncos this year. I do. I don't know what it is. I just keep finding my way towards betting against the Denver Broncos. It cost me here in handicapping last week. I took the god-awful Cincinnati Bengals and the 7.5 because that's a boatload of points to be laying at any point. But the Bengals are terrible. The Broncos are on the road on a short week in Philadelphia. It doesn't feel like the right spot. Bo Nix continues to turn the football over. Even against the Bengals, he rolls out right on a first and an goal situation, throws a lazy pass in the end zone that's picked off. At the Eagles, Cap, the Eagles are laying 4. It's a fishy line. This is screaming, bet the Eagles, which I know normally sharps would tell you, run to bet the Broncos. I'm following the public this week. I'm laying the 4 points from the Philadelphia Eagles. It just doesn't feel right. It's a noon kickoff. Bo Nix has turned the ball over too much, and Philadelphia at home is about as good as it gets. Give me the Eagles. I think those are the two fishiest lines this week on the board, and we're playing them both.
All right, that is the 4-pack of picks. We do it every week. Don't forget Jimmy Shorts is out there. And I'd like to shout out one of our great corporate partners. Lou Malnati's was just named by Yelp. Simply on customer reviews, they total them all up. Lou Malnati's has won the award as the #1 pizza chain in America. Hats off, Lou Malnati's. That's phenomenal.
Pretty cool. The recap and Lou Malnati's, we only pair with the best, Cap. That's what we do here.
That is, and I also wanted to shout out our guy, the Fat Jack. The Fat Jack, who we've had on the channel last night, Thursday Night Football, 6 props, 6-0. He also gave out the over. That hit as well. FatJackSports.com. He's amazing.
For the record, so did I on the bet of the day, the recap bet of the day. That would be the San Francisco 49ers, LA Rams over. And that was before you sent those plays. So we're back on track.
Because we've got the Fat Jack and the skinny, muscled up Guff.